Hi, this is for people wanting to be able to hear or be able to get a American accent standard Midwest. Okay, I already have a series of teaching in French, Spanish, and Brazilian Portuguese. Me speaking. If you want to copy my accent, I have a Midwest accent with some southernness to it. But, okay. However, these are for standard Midwest. Okay, standard Midwest American accent. I'm just going to read the ear tuning syllables. Why? Two reasons. One, people who can't see very well cannot follow my instruction of use their eyes to follow the ear tuning syllables as they're spoken. So they need to get used to them by listening to me a lot. Maybe loop this. But anyone who wants to get used to the ear tuning syllables before doing the ear tuning exercises, go ahead and do that. But everyone should, as soon as possible, start trying the actual ear tuning exercises. Okay, that's where you're going to pick up this guy's accent, not from listening to me imitating it, as I'm showing you how to getting you familiar with the ear tuning syllables. So, okay, here they go. I'll just say them, then I'll explain them maybe afterwards. There was once upon a time a piece of wood in the shape of, in the shop of an old carpenter named Master Antonio. Everybody, however, called him Master Cherry on account of the end of his nose, which was always as red and polished as a ripe cherry. No sooner had Master Cherry set eyes on the piece of wood than his face beamed with delight, and rubbing his hands together with satisfaction, he said softly to himself, "This wood has come at the right moment. It will just do to make the leg of a little table." He immediately took a sharp axe with which to remove the bark and the rough surface, but just as he was going to give the first stroke, he heard a very small voice say imploringly, "Do not strike me so hard." Okay, I'll go through one time, describe these a little bit. Okay, there. Yeah, capital E, just it's the sound we make when we say there. Okay, it's just, we got like very, we use the sound a lot. Exactly how to describe it. Something like an maybe, or an okay, let's see this a couple times here. Okay, so basically we see an ER, so this is only going to occur when I say an ER together. Okay, waaz. That's a double A. I held the A a little extra longer. It's A as in father, but held double length. So waaz. Okay. Once. There's a capital U there for as in up. There was once a pond. That's a single A. Pond. Okay, now if you emphasize the syllable, there's an exclamation mark. So there was once a pond, time. There's an EI in there. That's what I'm using for the English long I. Time. So EI, time. This has the accent mark, so it's time. Okay. Okay. A. That's AE. That's for like A as in cake. A piece has a double E. E as in feet. Okay, and there's an exclamation mark. So piece of wood. Okay, I'm using U here, small U, for the sound like you get in put. Okay, or her, that sound. Okay. And that's got an exclamation mark. Wood, in. Okay, here you got in. Well, that I is a standard English I, also found in German, other Germanic languages. Okay, in the shop. Shop has an exclamation mark. There's also a dash between between the and shop. So it's in the shop, kind of fast. In the shop. Okay, in the shop. In the shop. And you got AI here. That's the AI as in cat. And ran cat. Okay, and olld. I got a double L there. OLLD. Why? Because he's holding the L. He's not saying old. He's saying old. So he's holding the L extra long. Old. That's not highlighted. Just old. And old car. And named master and tone EO. Put a double exclamation mark on that master, and it gets that kind of loud. And tone EO. Everybody, how. And an OW here for ow, how. Ever. Okay, resuming here. However, called him Master Cherry. There's that ER again. Okay, cherry. On account, it said fastly. On account, there's a dash between after the on and after the On account, there's an exclamation mark after the count. So it's on account. Oh, more. There's a dash there of another dash, the. So it's on account of the. On account of the. Kind of fast. On account of the. On account of the. end of his nose. I use an OE because he's not just saying a long O, he's saying it a little extra long. Nose. The end of his nose. Which was always as red and polished as a ripe cherry. No sooner had Master Cherry set eyes on, that's a capital O for the just a short O sound. Not ah, but not aw. On. Okay, on. Okay, on the piece of wood, then his face, then his face beamed. Kind of extra loud there to put 2 exclamation marks. Beamed with delight and rubbing his hands together with satisfaction, he said softly to himself, that soft, had that again, that soft, so short O, softly to himself, this wood has come at the right moment. It will just do to make the leg of a little, got a capital L there, because he doesn't really put a vowel there, so very obscure. Little. Okay, little table. I got a BL there again, obscure vowel. Little table. He immediately took a sharp axe with which to remove the bark and the rough surface. But just as he was going to give the first stroke, he heard a very small voice. Very small voice. No exclamation mark there. OY is oi as in boy. Okay, oi. Heard a very small voice say imploringly, do not strike me so hard. That double A again, held extra long. And okay, read them one more time and give it up for the day. Okay, no commas this time. There was once upon a time a piece of wood in the shop of an old carpenter named Master Antone. Everybody, however, called him Master Cherry on account of the end of his nose, which was always as red and polished as a ripe cherry. No sooner had master chEr set eyes on the piece of wood than his face beamed with delight, and rubbing his hands together with satisfaction, he said softly to himself, "This wood has come at the right moment. It will just do to make the leg of a little table." He immediately took a sharp axe with which to remove the bark and the rough surface, but just as he was going to give the first stroke, he heard a very small voice say imploringly, "Do not strike me so hard." Okay, hope this helps somebody out. My name is Lee Solden. Please take time to like, subscribe, explore, comment, share. Hey, look around my site, keep adding new things. And look around my channel. I should say our channel slash Depovers and my channel. Okay. And those comments. Hey, tell me who you are, what languages you're studying, and what language you would like me to teach what language in. In other words, maybe you want me to teach German and Spanish. That would help you out, right? Let me know that. If I can do that, put that on a priority. I plan on doing hundreds of combinations of teaching languages and other languages. As I get requests for stuff, I put that on a higher priority. So leave a comment. Bye-bye.